welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I'm so glad that you're here to join me. Today I'm diving straight into the video and this is just a simple look into my life. What I typically do on a day-to-day as a stay-at-home mum with a young baby. Sometimes I just want to show what the ordinary is, what the typical is. It's not always the most exciting of things, but it's something that needs to be done. And so I'm just gonna tidy up the kitchen. Life doesn't always have to be so fast-paced and complicated. Sometimes my evenings are simply just washing up and tidying up. And although it's not the most eventful of things, I want to showcase that this is what normal also looks like for some people. And that's absolutely fine. I know some people may wonder why I wash up like this, by washing everything with soap first before I rinse off. But I remember watching years back a YouTube video that restaurants typically do it like this, so that it allows the soap to soak off all the dirt and everything. So once everything's fully soaked up, that's when I go back in and just rinse it off. I personally find I get washing up done a lot quicker this way, rather than washing it individually one by one. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Sometimes I feel like on social media what is lacking is real life. There's always fast pace that's shown, the glamorous, luxury, holidays, etc., which is all great and true. But I just like to show the day-to-day parts of what makes up someone's life as well. So I think that it is just as important. So this year is 2026. We made it and it's time for a change. I am going to try and upload a lot more consistently with different types of content. It will still be around motherhood, faith, homemaking, marriage, but I might intertwine some marriage advice and how to also keep up the household and basically just live life, being in motherhood and taking care of babies and being pregnant and all that good stuff. At the moment in the clip, I've defrosted some meatballs and I'm just wearing gloves to re-roll them into circles. When they were in the container, they squished a little bit. So I just rolled them again, put them in the oven, and now I'm going to start working on the sauce, which is a can of tomato. I add in some red bell peppers as well, just for additional sweetness. An onion, garlic. And here I'm just plucking off some basil from my herb plant. I find that it's so much more flavoursome just growing the plant and plucking the leaves directly, rather than always using the herb seasonings from the stores. So I like to use it this way. And this gets added to the mixture as well. Next, add the sauce to a pot with a little bit of heated oil at the bottom and let it simmer. Flip the meatballs halfway through so that they cook on both sides. This is a really simple dish and I'm showcasing this as well just as a meal idea, especially because I'm pregnant at the moment and I'm all for making my life as simple as possible. Typically we would have this with pasta, but as you know, with cravings, I'm just not really feeling pasta at the moment. I want rice. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook that instead of pasta. always just tastes better with a bit of salt and sprigs of thyme. I don't over flavour it or season it is probably more the right word. I go ahead and add a little bit of seasonings to the sauce, just some salt, black pepper, a bit of thyme, Roma seasoning as well. Nothing too fancy, just bung a bunch of seasonings in there. I add some vegetable stock cubes as well to elevate the sauce, and that's pretty much it. It's done. It's really not that difficult. I leave it on the hob to let it thicken, and the meatballs turned out delicious. They were really nice and juicy and yummy, and you can see all the seasonings from when I previously made them. Got the onions, you got the green seasonings, just everything, the garlic as well. I personally always like to try and make my own meatballs, my own burgers, my own mince, because I don't really like buying them from the store. It's a bit bland for me, so I'd rather just make a big batch and do it myself. My husband wanted something else to eat, so I'm dishing him up some ayamashi stew with beans. This is his favourite type of dish. You may have seen in previous videos, but my husband's Nigerian and I'm Caribbean, hence why he fancies that. I, however, fancy meatballs, so that is what I'm serving up for myself. And of course, I've got to dish up some lovely, delicious fruit. I've really been craving strawberries and kiwi, which are currently my favourite. And my husband and I, we always sit down and say grace together before we eat. Thank you for watching and joining our simple day in the life. I hope you stay tuned for more content. See you soon.